The perspective of the soul is already and always here. What I find sometimes happens, maybe all the time happens, is that when we learn new ways of relating to the world, relating to our family members in this case, the conditioned self or the ego can sometimes come in through the back door and take on these practices and these perspectives as something else for it to do, something else for it to engage with or to work with. And more than anything, what I have been trying to point to is that when we come into what's actually happening in this moment, when we let go of manipulating the external world, there's a natural falling into the perspective of the soul. So it's not something we have to work to do. We don't even have to work to feel more if we stop, because we've, of course, said that, allowing ourselves to feel what we're feeling is a really big part of liberating these energies that are sitting on top of the soul. But now we don't have to then try to feel. Right? We always are feeling, and we notice that if we just stop for a moment, oftentimes just slowing down a bit, settling in, dropping out of the mind, and then, of course, the whole spectrum of feeling and sensations becomes more and more available to us. So we don't have to try to feel. So from that place of not trying to do anything here, we're simply sitting together and we are connecting to this capacity that we have to simply listen more carefully, not just with our ears, but with our whole being. This capacity to listen, because in the listening, everything that we need becomes available to us. And once again, we're not trying to listen. In the slowing down and the letting go of control, there's a natural kind of like the sensitivity of just picking up the fullness of the moment just appears. It's like the volume gets turned up because we're not so preoccupied with thoughts usually.